10, Jason Renz. A 6'1 senior, number 20, Jared Wendell. A 6' senior, number 24, Chad Clinton. A 5'11 junior, number 30, Randy Davis. And a 6'2 senior, number 40, Jake Palmer. The Pilgrims are coached by Jack Edison, assisted by John Scott.
Yes, we are.
Pilgrims come in with a record of 6 wins and 1 loss on the season. There's a 6'2", 195-pound senior. Jacob Palmer will tip off against Zach Taylor, and the tip will be controlled by Plymouth. They are in their road reds. They'll be, I believe, visitors on the scoreboard. Jared Wendell has the basketball as Plymouth is going right to left on your radio now. Wendell with the left hand lead will kick it back off on the reverse to Davis. Randy coming into the game averaging 15 points a game. The 5'11 junior gets it out to the right side. Clinton.
Carroll comes right out in the 2-3 zone.
No shot there. This is Wendell now on the right wing side to Clinton. Right corner. Here comes the three. It's up. It's short. And a rebound comes to Fort Wayne. Taylor outlets on the right wing side. Handled by Duran Harris. Harris draws a double team. Back out top. They work it around left wing side to Miller. Miller kicks it to the corner. Trying to dribble out of it. Killian. He's going to court it over to Taylor. Make that Schaefer. Schaefer dribbles out of trouble. And now get it out into the hands of Harris. Now make that Miller. Miller picks up his dribble right corner, zips it out to the top. Zach Taylor with a drive, kicks it to the corner, back up top to Harris again. Good ball movement here early by Fort Wayne Carroll on their first offensive possession. Here's a lob underneath, and the pass is going to be deflected. Taylor grabs, gets it up, scores. Zach Taylor using that 6'4", 225 size advantage of his. 2-0 Fort Wayne Carroll. Randy drives, kicks it out left side, swung around to the top to Jason Renz in the corner. Clinton, nice catch, and then he threw it away. Stolen away by Carroll, and here on the steal, Miller. Jared goes up to the left, and it's 4-0 Carroll early. A little quick turnover there by Plymouth. Results in a bucket there for Fort Wayne Carroll. 4-0. Here's a trap, and it's stolen away by Fort Wayne Carroll as there's back-to-back turnovers by the Pilgrims. On the left wing side, Harris down to Taylor, guarded up there by Palmer. Plymouth already having to play defense an awful lot. A wide open three on the right side for Schaefer, missed it off of Clinton, and an over the back call will be whistled here against Jared Miller.
Good block out, and Jared Miller picks up his first foul. Clinton doing the blocking out. Now Plymouth faced with this pressure press again. Now, we don't see that too often.
Dale Gergel and Brad Cross, the second game officials for today. 4-0 in favor of Carroll. Plymouth still looking for the first points of the game. We're in the first quarter with 2 minutes now gone by.
So they just pinch off the penetration with that 2-3 zone. Randy cannot get in the middle. That's what hurt us against Peru and Northwood.
Wendell will kick it left wing side. Clinton left corner to Davis. Randy back up top to Clinton. Chad to left corner to Randy. Randy stops and now gets to the left baseline. Back up top to Renz. Now to the left elbow. Palmer underneath to Randy for two. Nice look there by Palmer. Plymouth on the board.
Randy Davis picks up an easy layup.
So Randy Davis collecting 105. Here's Palmer with a steal at midcourt. And for the breakaway layup, tie ball game at 4-piece. So Jacob Palmer gets the steal. That's his 11th on the year. And with 5:20 left, it's 4-4. Carroll with the basketball. Trying to dribble in, and we got a carry by Duran Harris.
2 turnovers for each team.
That's his 18th turnover on the season for the Chargers. And Plymouth with a chance to get the lead for the first time today. Palmer with a long baseball pass deflected. Oh, Wynn got fouled. And it will be whistled on Taylor.
What a break that was. Zach Taylor picks up a foul. That was a horrible pass. And Jason Renz came to the ball like he should, and they ended up getting a foul on Zach Taylor.
So tied up at 4, down to 5 minutes to go in the first. On the right side, Wendell. Wendell to the top, Renz. Now Falstich into the game. Byron will dump it off to Clinton. Chad looking, still looking. Now to the right corner, Falstich, dribbling it in right elbow. Kicked it out, Clinton. Clinton will now get to the free throw line, looking inside. Nothing happening. Back out to Falstich. There's Harris on him defensively. Into the corner, Wendell. Wendell underneath to Palmer. He's double teamed, kicked it out. Great save by Wendell. Kicked it to the top. Falstich open for three. Off the rim. No good. The rebound, Taylor.
0 for 2 from three-point land. Taylor, nice kick out.
Harris now one-on-one with Falstich, who shuts him down defensively. Now to Taylor. Forwards one underneath. Turning under Schaefer. He draws the foul on Clinton.
Boy, I tell you, Zach Taylor has some wonderful eyes. That foul is going to go against Chad Clinton. But he passes the ball very well, Tony.
2 team fouls now for Plymouth, 1 for Carroll. They're going to say it was a shooting foul for Schaefer. And he will go to the free throw line where he is perfect on the season in 6 tries.
Still perfect.
On 7 tries. Schaefer, a 6'3", 185-pound senior with 39 points on the season, gets 40 and now 31 free throws. Fort Wayne Carroll now up by 2, 6-4. It will be Renz. Almost over and back. Gets to Clinton. Down to Palmer at the right elbow. Now he's forced outside the arc. Palmer tries to get it in. Bad pass. Going away. Harris gets it to Carroll. Harris goes in for the layup off balance. Back it in.
Nice shot.
8-4. Fort Wayne Carroll. Here's Falstich. Quickly up court for Plymouth. Wendell now with the basketball. Jared to the right side. Falstich. Now Palmer. Palmer looking to come in and win.
2 big fouls now on Zach Taylor.
Nice pass into Renz.
Yeah.
So got good position.
Hey, Zach Taylor's a real player, so to get him on the bench early with foul trouble will really help us.
On the free throw line with 3:52 left to go here in the first. And the free throw is up and rolling there. It does. Jason Renz stayed on the season 80%. He's now 90%.
Zach Taylor goes out. Coming in for him was Dominic Spatafora.
Yeah, that free throw rolls out. So it's 8-5. They'll have the basketball. Harris will get it off to the near side. Killian spins off his man. Right side of the lane will now kick it out. Trying to move in with Spatafora. Worked around to Killian, right corner. Trying to make the move in. Schaefer. He gets shut down, but got the wing pass to the far side. Now dribbling in is Miller off the glass and in.
So that's a nice ball movement. That's pretty good defense by Plymouth. Just great ball movement. Chad Clinton picks up the foul.
Chad was dribbling on the right sideline and got hammered.
That'd be their 4th team foul.
10-5. Fort Wayne Carroll with 3:24 to go here in the first. On the left side, it's Falstich in the corner. He'll dribble out to the angle and now back to the top. Wendell to Clinton, now right corner Renz. He'll dribble out. Try to go inside, nothing happening. Now to Clinton. Plymouth showing some patience. Down to right elbow, Palmer to the cutter, Renz. A tough pass for him to handle. Now he needs to go up. Finds Falstich. Great cut, Falstich. Better look by Renz. 10-7. Plymouth trails by 3. Here's Harris. Run away for Carroll. Denied the left wing drive. Over to Spatafora. Right up that Palmer. Spatafora creating a little space with that elbow. Now picked up the dribble. Kicked it off to the right side. Handled by Schaefer. Or make that Miller. Miller to the right elbow. Stopped there by Falstich. Back up top. Harris. Harris gets a screen. He's going to throw up a 14-footer. Way short. Long rebound. Slapped out of the hands of Clinton and rolled off the leg of Miller. Plymouth basketball.
Miller had it but couldn't hang on to it. Mitch Schaefer at the end there.
Here comes a 1-2-2 trap here by Carroll. Plymouth breaks it in the front court. Renz to Clinton. Palmer. Left wing side, Wendell. Now to Falstich.
Drop right back into the zone.
Yeah, it's going to be Wendell. Now to Renz.
There's a sprained ankle there, a twisted ankle.
That's Jared Miller, but he's back up to play defense. Now we got a whistle.
Yeah, I think he's just going to make sure he's okay.
Yep.
He just tweaked it and rolled on it.
Still trying to walk it off here. 44%. 30% from outside the arc and 67% from the line. Those last two numbers have got to get better. Renz with the basketball. Skips to the right side. Falstich pass up the 3. Got it down low to Palmer. Wing pass along to Renz, who kicked it back out to Clinton. Now to Palmer, who pops outside of the arc with a minute 45 to go in the first. Skip the far corner, Renz. Nothing happening there. Renz dribbling, and now into Palmer. Skip the right side. You leave Falstich open for 3. Fire it hit.
There we go. That's when we needed 1 for 3 now tonight.
His 10th three-pointer of the season ties the game up at 10-all with a minute and a half to go in the first.
And that's how you beat a zone. He just good hard work, and we worked hard on that one. Passed the ball a lot and got an open 3 look.
Harris with the basketball. We'll get it in the hands of Miller. Miller wants the baseline, skipped it over to the far corner. A three by Spatafor on the way, missed it. Rebound. Renz grabs it. Nice rebound by JR. And now Jason on the run. To the right corner. Clinton wants the three. It's a bingo!
Yeah, those are good ones to see go down.
2 straight threes by Plymouth, and they take the lead, 13-10.
Total different team with Zach Taylor on the bench with the 2 fouls, I'll tell you that.
Dwayne Harris denied the penetration. Still keeps the dribble, threw it to the corner. Good save. That should have been palming on Miller. No dice. He gets a shot away from 17 feet. No good. Palmer, nice rebound. A Plymouth with a chance to add to their 13-10 lead with 40 seconds to go here in the first. There's another three by Clinton. Oh, that's Falstich with a three. The official was in my way, so I missed that one, but Falstich is the one that nailed it. And it's now 16-10 in favor of Plymouth.
And 3 straight threes will probably draw them out of that zone. That's what you need to do to get rid of the zone.
Harris to the near side, handled by Miller.
They're going to go for one shot here with 20 seconds left in the quarter.
Marked up by Palmer. There's a count on Miller. Miller dribbles. Will dish it off to Harris. Harris wants to dribble in. Kicks it to the right side. Miller to Spatafor left side. There's a three on the way by Schaefer. Good! With 3 seconds left. Grabs a long baseline lead to Clinton at the horn. Is shot up? No. He tried to get it downfield, but just couldn't. Ran out of time. But a late three by Fort Wayne Carroll has cut the Plymouth lead to 3.
Three-point rule shooting 60% for Plymouth, 3 of 5, and 1 of 4 for 25% for Fort Wayne Carroll, and that's the difference in this 3-point lead.
Fort Wayne Carroll with the basketball, and handling it is Killian. And he threw it away over the head of Spatafor as he was trying to go to the right wing with that pass. So the turnover by Carroll, and Plymouth already on the move. Randy Davis back in the lineup, skipped corner. Renz open for 3 for a moment. Didn't take it. Now looks. Top of the key, Gretter into the game for the first time with a knee brace on that left leg of his. Renz, top of the key. Now to Randy Davis.
They're still in the zone, even though he's hit 3 threes in a row. They're sticking with it.
Falstich on the left corner. Dribbles out of it, top of the key, Randy. Over to Gretter, right wing. PJ denied the right baseline. Back up to Renz. Renz looking, top of the key, Randy. Shot fake on a three, got it over to Falstich, who caught it with his shoulder. Byron with one dribble, now finds it over to Renz inside the paint, kicked it out. Randy on the baseline, on a free throw line drive, shot up, a good tipped up and in by Palmer. Good rebound put back by Jacob Palmer, who came in with 45 points on the season. Scores for the first time tonight.
Carroll now with 4 turnovers, Plymouth with 3. Each team had 3 in the first quarter.
On the drive, kicked over to Spatafor, left wing for 3. Shot no good. Nice rebound, Jacob. Here comes Plymouth up the court. Palmer's pass intercepted. Good read there by Miller, right near the half-court line. Worked now in the head of Keown's hands, but he's got to kick it to the far wing. Threw it away. Trying to get this in the corner. So another unforced turnover by the Chargers.
Zach comes back into the game now. Their leading scorer is back on the floor with 2 fouls.
Gretter has the basketball. He'll bring it across the timeline. Gretter picking up his dribble now. Needs to get some help. There's Falstich. Byron looking, still looking. Gets it over to Randy in the right corner. Randy looking for the flash here. Gretter now open. Has trouble with it. Got it back out. Randy shot fake 3. Dribbles into the lane. Cuts it off to a wide open Palmer for 2.
Nice job by Randy of getting the kickoff to Palmer. Palmer now 6 points.
20 to 13 Plymouth, and almost getting the steal there was Palmer. Well, we got a foul called, and that's going to be on Plymouth.
Jacob picks up his first and second for the team.
6:03 left to go here in the second quarter. 20 to 13 your score. It'll be an inbound for Carroll. Harris missed his man. Goes by his man. Blew the layup, but got fouled. Someone missed an assignment because Durain was wide open for that layup. But we caught a break.
Yeah, he missed it. I can't believe he missed it because he was barely touched, even though he's at the line.
Harris has struggled for the line this season where he's 9 of 17 for the Chargers. That amounts to 53%.
Oof. And it looks good for a 53%er.
Sometimes I think these coaches fudge these stats.
We'll find out on this one. That one was beautiful form. Nice follow through.
20 to 14 with that free throw. Let's see if they can cut it within 5. And Harris will do that.
Gets the roll.
Needed some iron, but he got it. 20 to 15 Plymouth. There's another 1-2-2 press break here by Carroll. And that's going to be beaten by Plymouth in the front court. Clinton, who's the middleman at the top of the key. Clinton with the basketball, had the ball stripped away, so now he's going to keep the bounce. He's kind of fumbles a little bit. All over him is Miller. And now Gritter helps out. Gritter now trapped on the ball. Gritter needs some help. Skipped it over to the top. There's Falstich. Byron will run the open offense here. There's the lead. Stolen away by Harris. And then a reach-in foul by Falstich will stop the clock at 5:28.
Well, we have never found ourselves in that whole offensive set. We were out of sync that whole offensive set, never could get in sync, and we turned the ball over and get a foul.
Still a 5-point lead for Plymouth, and the inbound will be Taylor. They'll get it into Ryan Phipps for the first time tonight. Phipps, he's a 5'9", 140-pound sophomore. Now into the hands of Miller on the right side. Jared goes inside to Zach Taylor with 2 fouls, double-teamed. Kicked it to the wing, Spatafor passed up to 3. Now to the top, Harris around to Taylor to the corridor for 3, and Zach missed it. No, rebounded off the Fort Wayne and Plymouth threw it away. Stolen by Fort Wayne Carroll off that give me. Wow. Don't usually see us look at that errant on our offense. Phipps, who's averaging 2 points a game, marked up by Chad Clinton. Over to the far side, Harris. Harris shot fake, gets by Gritter. Harris goes by Gritter and gets fouled. PJ in that sore knee of his is just not going to keep up with Harris.
A nice quick move by Harris. Gritter picks up the foul. Team's 5th. Be out of bounds side still.
Now, I can honestly say that knowing that PJ Gritter is a very fast individual.
Right.
Even at 100%, PJ would probably still have trouble keeping up with Harris. But I don't think he would have gotten beaten like he just did in that last play. Inbound Carroll, Zach Taylor from the left elbow, far corner. Short. There's a 3 by Miller, short, rebound tipped, and it's going to be grabbed by Spatafor. Another opportunity for Carroll. Spatafor on the right corner, really harped on by Falstich, got it out to the top. Miller zings it to Taylor underneath his little block shot. Missed the 7-footer and the rebound, Falstich. So Plymouth finally will get an offensive opportunity with Wendell on the left wing side trying to set up the half-court offense with 4:22 to go in the first half. 20-15 Plymouth. Far corner Wendell again. He'll dribble out of it. Penetrates the elbow. Got it over to Falstich at the top. Falstich trying to do something. And there's the lead into the post-up Renz. He's got Taylor on him right now. Shoots over him from 10. In and out in the rebound. Palmer! Great effort by Jacob. Gets it around to Clinton for a long 3. Off the rim and the rebound. Taken by Spatafor. Boy, Chad was way out there. Here's a long lead to Zach Taylor. Nice catch. Shoots, fires, scores!
Nice, Zach Taylor. Man, he can get it done on the move.
Boy, Zach Taylor got down the court in a hurry. Plymouth was still able to match him, but Taylor shot over it. Here's Clinton on the free throw line, left wing to Renz. 20-17. The lead cut to 3 now for Plymouth. 3.5 left in the second. Wendell with the basketball. Looks. At the elbow, Palmer. Bullets one to Clinton for the layup. 22-17.
Chad with 5 now, and a nice assist by Palmer.
Taylor will go to the right side, and it's going to be off the hands of Spatafor, but he saved him from going across the timeline right near midcourt. Spatafor marked up by Renz, lobs it underneath, and overshot everybody. I think it was intended for Jared Miller, who just never got off the ground.
Jeremy Renz in the lineup now for Plymouth. Byron Falls is just going to take a breather.
So it'll be Plymouth basketball off the Carroll turnover. 22-17 with under 3 to go here in the second. It'll be Clinton with the basketball across the timeline. Now into the post-up, left elbow. Palmer almost had a shot, but had to kick it back out as the recovery was made defensively by Harris. Now to the right side, Renz outside of the arc. Jeremy looking, gets it to Palmer. Slings it over to Clinton. He spots for 3. That's off the left, no good. Rebound, tip. And Carroll had it, lost it. Clinton at the free throw line will pump the jumper. Short-armed it again, and the rebound tipped loose. And a reach-in foul on Plymouth stops the clock at 2:29.
Chad missed a 3-footer there, upset with himself. It's a nice little 3-foot jump shot. And just couldn't get it to go down. And he is on the floor.
All right, it'll be Phipps handling the basketball here for Carroll. Marked up by Neidlinger. Worked around to Miller. Miller will find Taylor. Now to Miller on the right wing. Stopped by Palmer on the drive. Kicked around Phipps, left corner. Unable to get a shot away with Schaefer. And now kick free just into the hands, and Miller sets up for 3. And Harris, boy, he caught that pass. It was partially deflected, Larry, and yet still showed confidence in shooting that big three.
2-point game.
22-20 now, Plymouth up. Here's Palmer trying to go in, shut down on a double team. Now Clinton from drive, kick it to the wing, stolen away by Phipps. Make that Killian. Killian will kick it out to the right corner. Phipps sets up for three, and then he passed it up. Worked over to Taylor. Zach Taylor down to the hands of Miller. He goes with the left drive. Off the foot of the teammate Killian, and a whistle sounds and a jump ball call. It'll be Plymouth possession.
McNally on the floor there getting that tie-up, and it comes to Plymouth, so that's a turnover Carroll. That's their 7th.
Minute 37 left to go here in the second. 22-20. Plymouth has the lead, and they have a chance to up their ante here. That'll be Clinton with the basketball. Bringing it across the timeline. Gets it into Renz's hands. Now over to Clinton. Outside the arc. Palmer, guarded. Worked over to Neilinger. Nick to Renz. Jeremy. Got the pass over to Clinton in the right corner. Underneath the Palmer double team. There's a baseline kick to Neilinger. Back up top to Jeremy. Down to minute 8. Jeremy to Jason. Renz brothers on the court for Plymouth. Now Clinton with the basketball at the top of the key.
Well, we got him in the man-to-man, and now we're making him work hard.
Here's Clinton kicking it out. Jeremy Renz shot fake three. Dribbles in. Shut down. Kicked out to Jason. Jason with a skip pass. Open. Clinton right corner for three. On the way. Off the rim. And a rebound Miller. Got the shot we wanted. Didn't go down. Oh, great deflection by Neilinger. Can it be saved by Renz? He called a timeout before he went out of bounds. Great play by the senior, Jason Renz. With that timeout, we'll take a 30-second break and come back here to the Rock. 22-20 right now, and the Cal 16. And, of course, today's opponent, Plymouth, coming in ranked 8th.
And then they go back to the zone. This is a 1-2-2, a little different look.
Half a minute left to go in the second quarter.
Randy back on the floor now.
22-20 Plymouth. Clinton with the basketball. We got Clinton, Davis, Jeremy Renz, Jacob Palmer, and Jason Renz. Low pressure, and Carroll's just going to fall back into the 2-3 here.
This is set play that they've already decided on, Coach Edison.
Here we go with 10 seconds left. Clinton has the basketball. 8 seconds. Try to force a pass. Palmer there gets it back. Clinton for three. Off the rim. Rebound tipped up. Twice. Tipped again. Davis could not get the shot away on the third attempt. And Plymouth fails to score on their last second opportunity. However, they hold a 2-point lead here at halftime. 22-20. That's amazing.
Oh, Mr. Harris is back out there with the butterfly on.
And wearing a different jersey number. He's wearing number 43 now.
That's right.
We need to know that. There's a quick turnover right off the bat by Fort Wayne Carroll. They were trying to go to the left corner for the big guy, Jared Miller, but overshot him, so a turnover right off the bat for Fort Wayne. Let's see if Plymouth can get on the board to start the second half first. Clinton with it, top of the key. Gets it over to Palmer on the left wing. There's Wendell left corner.
This first 5 group here that's on the floor right now seem to run the offense better than when the substitutes come in.
This is going to be Renz skipping it over to the far side. Randy for three. It's up. It's no good. Rebound. Renz! Beauty by Jason. Now to Clinton. Threw it away. Tried to find Palmer underneath, but Zach Taylor stepped in the lane and picked it off.
Both teams with a quick turnover.
It'll be Carroll with the basketball. And Harris to handle. 155-pound junior gets it over to left wing side. Taylor, the big man, goes on a drive, shoots over Clinton on the help side, missed it. Rebound off of Palmer. Can he save it? No.
Yes,
he did save it. It ran off a Carroll.
Oh, now they're asking. Yep, nope. The official asked for help, and it's still Plymouth ball.
So Plymouth will go the length of the court. Harris will mark up Clinton right at the timeline. Clinton will go left side with a dribble. And now switch to the right side. Now he needs some help as he picked up the dribble. Gets it over to Palmer. Skipped the far corner to Davis. Here comes a three. He was set and still missed it. The rebound.
Look out.
That's Schaefer. 2-on-1. Carroll to Harris on the layup. Blocked by Wendell. Beautiful recovery. And now we go the other way. This is Clinton. Clinton takes his man 1-on-1 into the hole. Ended up missed everything. Popped around by Palmer. But Carroll gets the ball back and Harris will go up court.
Still 22-20.
6.5.
A lot of action, no points.
Here's a lob into Taylor. Got his post-up move. The hook shot good. Right at the low block. Once he got that inlet, it was academic to tie the game up at 22 apiece. Here's Randy with a reverse layup attempt. Missed it. Popped out by Palmer, and it goes out of bounds.
Randy 0 for 3 this half. All shots that he normally makes. But not today.
Carroll will inbound. Harris will do the honors. Harris will get marked up at the timeline by Randy Davis. That's double dribble. That's the carry. The second time he's been called for the carry.
Jacob Palmer came down and shut it down that wing, and he made it a little hesitation carry, and that's what caused that turnover.
So Plymouth with the basketball right back. And it'll be Clinton with it across the timeline. Behind the back dribble, springs him free to get it off to Falstich right side. Now to Renz at the top, down the window.
Now they really have to find out who's going to score here when Randy's on the bench. Randy's on the bench again.
And the ball gets deflected out of bounds off the hands of Miller.
And he was on the bench
inbounding
most of the second quarter when we only scored second points. Now he's on the bench again. So we got to find someone like Chad to step up, or Byron, and get some points.
Chad Clinton with the basketball. Goes to the right side window.
We got him in the man-to-man.
Now false pitch to Clinton. Clinton sees a lane, left side. Kicked it to the wing, stolen by Harrison. He lost it off his leg.
Big break there.
When he picked it up, he was in midair.
Yeah. Lost it off his knee coming down.
Renz will inbound left of the basket here for the Pilgrims. Jason looking, and he gets it off the false pitch. Top of the key, Palmer. Palmer threw it away.
Man.
Clinton started in on the cut and then went back, and that blew everything up, and Palmer now called for the foul.
Yeah, nice Killian. Nice job of staying under control there. He made the ball fake and got the foul. Will shoot two. Jake picks up his second foul.
Killian will go to the free throw line where Max is right at 90% on the season. This will be his first free throw attempt of the day.
Missed it. This is the first time that they've had a chance to go ahead since it was 10-5. And they had that lead there early on. As they can take the lead with this free throw.
Tied up at 22 for now.
Nope.
And it'll stay that way.
Wow.
Killian missed both.
That'll hurt you.
Here's Renz up the court for Plymouth to the far corner window. Jared looking, still looking. Now we'll dribble to the top of the key. Popping out, Clinton. Got it up there by Miller.
I'd love to see Palmer get free.
Nice one underneath the Palmer. Great pass. Yep. Palmer finished.
That's why I was hoping we could get an easy basket because we needed points, and that's the way to get them.
24-22 Plymouth. Under 5 to go in the third. This is Killian with the basketball. Got it over to Miller. Zip ball wide open, safer for two.
Wow. That was too easy. Tie ball game.
24 apiece.
Here comes the press.
1-2-2 here. Clinton dribbles through the traffic, gets it over the window on the left wing side. Shut down on the baseline drive. Will pop it out to the top, caught by Clinton. Chad still looking. Windows open in the corner.
Yeah, I got
but Window went the cut. Now he's open on the far corner. Falstich fed him. Window misses the three. Tipped up by Clinton. Overshot Renz. Window! A great hustle to Clinton. Got it over. Mid-air to Falstich for three. No good. And the rebound taken by Carroll. And it's pushed up by Miller. To the right side, Harris. Will now switch to the right hand. Dribble over to the right corner.
Dribble to
out of bounds.
Too much dribble. 11 turnovers now for Carroll as Harris just dribbling the ball too much.
Yes, sirree. Here comes the press again by Carroll. Another 1-2-2. Plymouth will break it with a long lead to Renz on the left side, and now we're in the front court to set it up. Here's Palmer to Clinton. Clinton calls the play.
Let's see what they're in there now, Tony.
Looks like they're in a
1-2-2 zone.
1-2-2 zone. That's a very flexible. Could either be a 1-2-2 or a 3-2, depending where they mark up. This is Clinton far corner. Window open for three. In the corner hit.
Beat the zone by moving the ball and hitting the three.
So Jared Window with that three-pointer makes it 27-24 with 3.5 to go in the third.
Got to give Jared credit for wanting to shoot that.
Miller to the cutting. Harris shot fake. Missed everything. Loose ball back to Carroll and lost out of bounds by Renz. Wow.
As far as Fort Wayne Carroll goes here, Tony, I think Zach Taylor needs to step it up a notch. He can do some things in there. He's just kind of laying back, letting the teammates do it.
There's a lot in it. Taylor fumbled the ball a little bit. Falstich marks him up right in between the blocks. Kicked it off to the right side. Miller now to Harris. Harris wants to penetrate in with a shot up. Offensive foul, Harris.
Jacob Palmer stepped right up in there and got him.
Still 27-24 Plymouth. 3:07 to go in the third. Palmer will inbound. Here comes the press again. Another 1-2-2 scenario. And Carroll looks to go back off. We'll hit our middleman nonetheless. False pitch to Wendell, left corner in the front court now. Finds the cutter, Palmer, and he didn't see it. Taylor gets the steal. Palmer got his hand in and throw it back to Renz. To Clinton, left corner for three. Go around, no good. False pitch with a putback. 29-24. Byron with a good heads-up play, sticking with it. 2:40 counting to go in the third. Right side, trying to drive in. Miller, Jared up strong. And we got a reach-in foul on Clinton. Ooh.
I think the reach-in foul on Clinton was before the guy ran over Byron. I think is what the official's saying there. Byron took one right in the face.
Well, Byron, I like him being down low like that.
Well, he stood right up there and took the charge, just like Coach would have wanted to, but I think the foul happened before he took the charge.
So to the free throw line will go Jared Miller, the senior. Short arms, the first one. He came in at 83% and actually with the most free throws made on this Fort Wayne Carroll team.
Only 2 for 5 shooting free throws.
He's only had 20 free throws made this season. He's been to the line more times than anybody as he hits the second shot. 29-25 Plymouth. Plymouth tries to break the press. Clinton still in the backcourt. Now to Palmer. Left side Renz. We're in the front court now. Jason takes the baseball pass. And now he's going to look inside, and there's the cutter Clinton to Palmer. Shot fake, nice false pitch off his noggin out of bounds.
Nice help defense there by Dominic Spetafora as he got a hand on that, deflected it into Falsich's face.
Fort Wayne Carroll will have the basketball.
12 turnovers now for Plymouth.
This is Phipps. Into the hands of Miller. Lob pass underneath. Boy, Rick it underneath by Zach Taylor. And Taylor got the easy layup. Taylor, I mean, literally just uprooted Renz to put him out of the way for the easy layup. Jason Renz into Clinton into the paint. Lost the ball. Dives on the court to try to save it. Pushed up ahead of Spetafora. 1-on-2. He lost the ball thanks to Palmer. Wendell up the court to Renz. The layup. Score!
Jason Renz gets an easy 2.
31-27.
A lot of bodies on the floor on that exchange.
Phipps will have the basketball to bring it up court for Fort Wayne. We're down to a minute and a half to go in the third. On to the right wing side. It's going to be handled there by Miller. Right baseline kick. Caught by Spetafora. Left corner for three. Off the rim. No good. Rebound Palmer. Double team. Threw it. Hit the bottom of the net over to Renz. And now Jason will push it up court. Jason looking. Takes the left wing side. Jason still looking, had the ball slapped away, and then the reach-in foul by Renz. Go. Ball knocked out of bounds, and Jason got away with the foul there.
But Jason thought he was fouled first, but it doesn't matter. They didn't call either one of them. These two officials now really letting them play. This is more like a sectional action now, as they're just letting them play.
Minute 11 left to go here in the third. 31-27.
Tough to do that when he's got the ball, but they get him in. Harris is in the lineup now. Dwayne Harris.
So here we go with the inbound. Jason Renz right to the basket near the corner. Needs to get it out. 5 seconds on Jason. Couldn't find anybody open in time.
Yep.
I said that was quick. That was a quick count right there.
Jason likes to be patient to wait for the cutter to come open, but that time it just, the 4.5 was where they called the 5.
Phipps stolen away by Palmer. What a steal. Highway robbery committed, and Palmer finishes with the 2.
10 points for Jake Palmer. Those are huge 10 points where the team's only got 33.
That's 3 steals in today's game for Palmer. 33-27 with 44 seconds to go in the third. Here's Taylor on the right wing side. Skip to the corner. Setting up for 3. Schaefer. Good.
That's the 3 that's been there is in that deep corner.
Here's a 2-2 press. Broken by Plymouth. There's Falstich in the corner. Gets it to Wendell. Now to Renz on a shot fake. Back to the corner. Randy Davis this time open for 3. Got it! And a foul on Fort Wayne Carroll.
Randy Davis finally gets his 3. And he really took a long time to set up for that one, to try to get that one to go down, and he got it.
36-30, and to the free throw line will go RD.
It's only team second, so it should be our ball out of bounds again. As they're saying, the foul occurred after the three-point shot. I don't think it did, but we'll let it go at that.
Well, apparently. So, inbound Plymouth. Lobbing to Randy. Catch, shoots, score! scores! Randy Davis with a brilliant bucket in midair.
5 points, quick 5 points.
38-30 with 15 seconds to go in the third. It'll be Carroll ball. This is Zach Taylor, right-hand dribble. Shut down on the right baseline, finds his man Schaefer. Offensive foul ball, and he's called for it.
Jeremy Rand knew he couldn't do anything with the height, the difference, so he went for the charge and got it.
Down to 8 seconds to try to score. Plymouth has got to go the length of the court.
That's why Jeremy gets those minutes.
Man press here by Carroll. It looks like Shane Harris is bleeding again from his cut. Here we go. Quinton grabs it from midcourt. 4 seconds. Lob it over to Davis. Davis, he stumbles down. Roots at the horn. And Jason finishes.
Beautiful.
What an executed play by Plymouth. And they lead it by 10 after 3 on AM 1050 Sports.
Everybody gets a great deal.
Everybody gets a great deal. Everybody gets a great deal. Now Durant Harris is getting worked on again with that left eye as it's bleeding once more, and they're going to have to bring in a substitution for him.
We forced him into 8 turnovers that quarter and stretched it out to a 40-30 lead.
Well, we did little things, Larry, that were key.
Scored 18 points in that quarter, and they scored 10.
Palmer, Wendell. On the left wing side, Plymouth up by 10, 40-30. 7:45 to go in the fourth. Renz follows his leader. That was Randy Davis, but couldn't get a shot away. Jason protects, finds Wendell, short jumper. Oh, rolled out. And a rebound taken by Carroll. The outlet. This is Miller, one-on-one against Jared, and he's called for the reach-in. 7:31 left to go here in the game. And it'll be the third team foul on Plymouth.
Jared's second.
Carroll will inbound, just left of the basket. Spatafora.
Going to be lob.
Will lob it in to Taylor. He catches it outside the arc. Now dribbles in, left elbow, spin move. And Reds did a great job stopping the shot. Kicked it off Miller. His left wing drive, good. And a foul.
Miller slices in there against our defense.
Foul on Wendell.
Jared Wendell picks up his third. And right away, Carroll comes out and scores 2 quick ones, and now a chance for a third.
Plymouth at the end of 3 quarters with 20 points off the 16 turnovers that Carroll had after 3. As that free throw is good, so a 3-point play kept the Plymouth lead to 7. But Plymouth quickly up court. Here's Wendell. Finds his cutter. Nope, kicked it to the corner, Randy Davis. Randy picking up his pace a little bit, kicked it off to Wendell. Or make that Palmer down into Renz. Renz bodies, turns, fires, shoots over the double team, missed it. Rebound, Palmer, puts it up, scores, and draws the foul.
Jacob Palmer really playing a good inside game tonight. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points all on the inside. And he's at the line to shoot 1.
Larry, he is making a bid for our player of the game today. He has been Johnny on the spot.
Just doing all the little things right.
3 steals today, and man, can he complete? Yes, he will. But Jacob Palmer makes it 43-33, back to a 10-point lead, and a timeout called here by Carroll. With 7:05 left to go in the fourth. We'll take a 30-second break and come back.
The third quarter, and it really helped force them into 8 turnovers. And as Tony said, the points off turnovers now 20-6. We're ahead in that category.
All right, Davis almost got a help steal there. Now Taylor with a sideline kick. Here's a 3 on the way by Schaefer, short. Rebound, Wendell got fouled by Miller there. No call, but it was last touched by Wendell. And I don't know how that's possible when Taylor was going in for the steal. It was completely off him, but it does not get looked at that way.
Carroll's ball. Tough one there.
And Spatafora will inbound. It's going to be taken there by Taylor. Taylor tries to dribble in strong, and he is fouled on the floor.
Had him spread out nice so he could go one-on-one against Byron and got the foul. It'll be still out of bounds.
6:46 to go in the fourth. 43-33 in favor of Plymouth. Inbound Carroll. Spatafora will lob it in again. To whom, though? It's going to be to the near side instead with a pass. Here's reach in by Palmer, and he's going to get called for the foul.
Jacob Palmer picks up his third. That's sixth now, yeah, so there's still one more to go before they shoot.
Inbound Miller, right of the basket. There's the lob to Taylor. Stolen away by Randy Davis. He's able to deflect it to Clinton, and here we go up court. Chad to the far corner window, zips it into Palmer. Far corner, great inside out work to Davis for three. Randy hits.
Two big threes by Randy Davis in the second half. It made a huge difference.
46-33 in favor of Plymouth now. Carroll throws it away.
Randy Davis out in the passing lane.
Yep, he stayed out high and forced that bad pass by Killian. So another Carroll turnover with 6:19 left here in the game.
Yeah, they're up to 17 now. Really lost their composure handling the ball in the second half.
It'll be Wendell on the left wing side for the Pilgrims. Outside of the arc, hands it off to Falstich. Randy to Falstich, almost stolen away. Falstich on the ground, able to protect it, gets it over to Clinton on the left wing. Byron.
Nice job by Chad, just pulling it out and getting things under control again.
All right, Falstich has had himself a nice game tonight, too. Here's Clinton for three. Off the rim, and the rebound tipped up. Fire! Falstich grabs it. Shoots it high off the glass, missed everything, and the rebound taken by Taylor. Taylor up ahead to Harris, who's back into the game. Derain will get it to the top to Zach.
Really spreading this out now, trying to get that inside the middle open for Taylor.
Lob left wing side to Taylor. Palmer gets on him and elbow on Palmer.
Yeah, they're really spreading this out and trying to get Taylor to drive one-on-one. Obviously harder to help defense when you're that spread out.
Yep.
One-on-one now.
Taylor's so dangerous when he's a post guy who's got a forward skill,
right?
Real power forward skill. And boy, when you want to try to man up on him,
puts the ball on the floor well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he just puts it down and you get in trouble. Zach Taylor missed the free throw. Falstich, a nice rebound. Outlets Randy, breaks the back, layup, score.
Yeah, nice outlet by Byron Falstich.
It's 48-33 Plymouth. On the right side, Taylor guarded up by Jason Renz. Taylor will get it to the far corner, gets the return pass from the post up Taylor. Double team, kicks it to the corner, handled by Miller. He wants to dribble in between the blocks, kicked it out around to Harris. Harris in the right corner. Looking, still looking, still looking, still looking. Taylor trying to slash through, nothing happening. Harris will now dump it off to Miller. Miller marked up by Clinton. Miller lobs it into Taylor, got over Randy. Taylor double clutch, blocked from behind by Davis, who also gets called for the contact foul.
Pretty good defense there by Plymouth on that stand. They had about 30 seconds of great defense. And they finally got the lob in.
48-33 your score with 4:48 to go here in the fourth.
Taylor back at the line after just missing the front end of a one-on-one.
Free throw is up by Taylor and out. He has struggled from the line. He came in the team's best free throw shooter, Larry, but he's going to walk out of his first game, probably the worst.
Yeah, he's got 9 points in this game. It's a struggle for him to score here. Chad Clinton's getting a breather as Nick Neininger comes back in.
Taylor puts the touch on that one, making it 48-34. Here's the press again by Carroll, broken by the middleman. Neininger grabs it. Across the timeline, he goes over to Randy. Randy shot fake three. He's going to pull it back out. Now he's going to go back in. Kicks it out the corner. Taken by Falstich. Now he dribbles into the elbow. Underneath the window, lays it up and in. Great decision by Wendell, but a fine play by Falstich to find him. And a timeout called again by Fort Wayne Carroll's Marty Beasley. So with that timeout, we'll take another 30-second break. Plymouth opening it up here. 50-34. All right. It will be Carroll to bring the ball up the court. Randy Davis will take on Derain Harris once he gets the timeline, and now he does. Harris will get it to Miller. Jared looking inside, popping out. Zach Taylor kicks it to the left corner. Schaefer, nice save. Tight rope the baseline to get it out. Killian spins off Davis, goes up to the layup and scores.
Got it.
Nice play by Max Killian on the drive. 50-36. Here's the press again by Carroll. Broken. Neininger, far corner to Wendell. Wendell back out to Neininger. Nick will get it around to Renz, and we'll set up the half court. Falstich pops out, but Renz says, no, don't want you. Now he gets it over to Randy. Now to Wendell. Neininger. Neininger, pop that out, Randy. 50-36 Plymouth. 3:45 to go here in the game. Wawasee won by one over DeKalb earlier this morning. What a game that was. 49-40 was the final. Here's Renz into the paint, kicking it out right elbow. Falstich, bingo. Nice play by Jason Renz again, knowing exactly where his teammate was and hit him. 52-36 with 3:20 left to go in the fourth. There's a bad pass, missing Taylor. Turnover, Fort Wayne Carroll.
Nick, good defense there. Nick Nidiger put the pressure, and it's a turnover, and it will be our ball underneath the basket.
Jason Renz will be inbounding. P.J. Greta is going to come back in for Plymouth, and Randy Davis will come take a seat. 3:16 to go here in the fourth, and here is Renz getting it into the hands of Greta. He's on the left wing side. He's going to find Wendell, who pops out. Jared looking. Falstich can't get open underneath, so he'll pop out, but it's Wendell looking for some help. Still finds Deinlinger, who fumbled the ball, but he got it back. Deinlinger finds Falstich at the elbow. Falstich at the right elbow, follows his man, goes up strong, kicks it to the wing, caught Deinlinger, and will pull it out again. Hope he's going to skip it over to the near side to Falstich. To the cutter, Wendell for two. Another beautiful look by Byron Falstich.
Boy, we've had a lot of cutters open underneath. A lot of layups in the second half.
Well, that's what happens when you run your offense.
Carroll's going to bring all their reserves in.
Miller turns and fires over. Greta missed it. Rebound, Deinlinger. Plymouth on the move. Nick able to find Greta on the left wing side. Greta kicks it to the far corner. Renz. Jason goes with a baseline drive. He shoots it up. Couldn't get it to go. Got his own board and scores! That's just sheer determination by the senior, Jason Renz.
20-point lead.
20-point lead for Plymouth, and another timeout for Marty Beasley.
Yeah, he just called that timeout to bring his subs in. And boy, that's a young-looking secondary group.
2:14 left to go here in the fourth. We'll keep it here. It came down to the final seconds. And the difference was a free throw. Carroll will inbound Spatafora. Gets it to Brian Kinsley. Kinsley will get it into the hands of Blake Oliphant. Now worked over to Blassie. Phipps will go to the left side. Fumbling the ball is Oliphant. Oliphant back to Kinsey. Gets it around the right wing side. Phipps tried to dribble in. Cannot. Once again, Kinsey's pass intercepted by Deinlinger from midcourt. Layup, score! Great body control by the tall and lanky Nick Nightlinger. And it's 58-36 Plymouth. Minute 35 to go in this one.
Blaine Schaefer and Ryan Welch both in there for Plymouth now, along with Jeremy Renz.
Trying to dribble through, in for the layup. Missing that one there was Oliphant. The rebound taken by Plymouth as Greta outlets to Deinlinger. Down to a minute 20 to go. Greta looking, must have drove left baseline drive, shut down there by the defense of Spatafora. Blaine Schaefer, first touch of the day, gets it off of Deinlinger, over to Greta. Now Welch with his first touch of the day, gets it to Jeremy Renz. Left baseline denied, back out Welch. Good ball movement here by Plymouth with a minute to go in the game. Plymouth leads this one 58-36, and Renz gets it over to Greta, left wing side, Deinlinger. Just able to get over to Welch, who lost the ball to Spatafora. Spatafora just out mass muscles him there, and he lays it up and in. Back to a 20-point lead for Plymouth with 42 seconds left. Greta worked around to Welch. Welch to Deinlinger. Deinlinger to Renz. Greta looking. Greta goes up. Now he's going to go baseline with a kick and an offensive foul called on PJ. Stops the clock at 28 seconds. 58-38. The Pilgrims will improve on the season to 7-1. On the far corner, here's a lead down low. As Blassie gets it out. Oliphant long jumper from 18, no good. Renz goes for a steal, and he gets called for the reach-in foul with 12 seconds left. So the clock stops at 12 seconds. Plymouth up by 20, and to the line will go Kinsey.
Well, real good performance in that third quarter that made the difference. At halftime, it was 22-20. At the end of the third quarter, it was 40-30 Plymouth on top. And we continued to stretch that out to this 20-point lead, and now we just lost it to 19 points as he hit the free throw.
Now 18.
Byron Kinsley hit both free throws.
Welch breaks the press with a long lead, caught by Jeremy Renz. Down to Schaefer with 10 seconds to go in the game. Schaefer now to Renz. Neinlinger left wing side. And that will do it. Plymouth will run out the rest of this clock and come out with a win here in this first game performance with one more to go tonight against the Cow. Final score 58-40. Plymouth over Fort Wayne Carroll.